Okay, so I stood in front of a hole in the ground and completely lost my mind. Welcome to 30 Places, 30 Stories, episode 1. This isn't really about the hole. It's about the kid who never stopped believing in it. Younger me grew up watching Nat Geo like it was religion. Every Sunday, every holiday, every slow afternoon, that TV was on, and one night they showed Yellowstone. Steam rising from the ground like the ground was alive. Colors that had no business existing in this nature. Animals walking like they owned every inch of it. Because they did. And that kid pressed her face closer to the screen and thought that world isn't mine. Not with sadness, just with a quiet acceptance that some dreams are meant to be watched, not lived. So she put it away, the way we all put things away, carefully, gently, like folding something precious into a box and sliding it under the bed. Years passed, life happened the way it always does, fast, loud, full of other things to chase. But here's what nobody tells you about dreams you bury. They don't die. They just wait. Years later, I'm standing at the entrance of Yellowstone National Park. Hands were shaking, reading the sign 3 times, not because I couldn't understand it, but because I was trying to close the distance between that kid on the floor and the person standing there right now. There's a Rumi line that always stayed with me. What you seek is seeking you. I thought about that a lot there. Old Faithful went off and I just stood there frozen. It's not just water shooting into the sky. It's earth keeping the promise every 90 minutes without a fail for thousands of years. No audience required, no validation needed. Just I said I would, so I did. There's something quite humbling about that. A reminder that the most powerful things in this world don't perform. They just show up consistently and faithfully. Grand Prismatic stopped me completely. I walked around it 4 times, electric blue bleeding into green, bleeding into orange, bleeding to rust. At the edges, the colors that look painted by something that had forever to get it right. And I think that's what really travel is. Not the stamps in the passport or the photos on the grid. It's the quiet conversation between who you were and who you have become. You have something you folded away to. A place, a dream, a version of yourself you stopped betting on. It's still there, still waiting, still seeking you back.